rising this week is redistricting. Again, a little bit of news out of the courts in that case.
So remember, we've got 2 lawsuits pending with the courts in Wisconsin seeking new maps, congressional maps. They're asking for a 3-judge panel, which is a never fully used option, to challenge the maps. These requests were filed in the summer, in July, I believe it was. The court just now is saying we're going to take briefs on whether this whole scenario fits the law. So the law says if you have a challenge to a congressional district, or I think a legislative one too, then you petition a circuit court. That circuit court tells the Supreme Court we got a challenge. The Supreme Court must appoint a 3-judge panel, and then that panel evaluates the filing. What's different here, though, is this is not a map drawn by lawmakers, a map picked by the court. So there's a question of, does this map fit that statute? Was written in 2011 by Republicans during the last time they had the full levers of redistricting in Wisconsin. So, okay, one lawsuit says it's a partisan gerrymander, the congressional delegation, which is 6-2 Republican right now. One says it's an anti-competitive gerrymander. Basically, one seat is competitive. The rest of them are basically every year a walk for the incumbent. So if you're thinking it's going to be a new map in Wisconsin soon, don't hold your breath. One, we don't know for sure what's going to happen. This is briefing, 3-week process to get these arguments in there. Annette Ziegler, a conservative in the court, in her concurring opinion to the order said, okay, they should at least have to say why we should do this when we've heard 3 requests in the last couple of years to redraw the maps and rebuffed all of them. Why now? And Justice Bradley, another conservative, said, Rebecca Bradley, we should dismiss this outright. We shouldn't be entertaining this because you can't have 3 judges, circuit court judges, an inferior tribunal, if you will, legal speak, decide or rule about a Supreme Court decision. That doesn't happen in Wisconsin. So what's the path forward here? Well, looks like we might get a 3-judge panel. Will that panel be instructed by the court, hey, we have to appoint you because the law says we do, but here are your instructions to dismiss this case? Will they tell the court or the panel, you're going to have a panel, and go for it? Decide, is this a legitimate challenge to these maps? Or the court say, no, we're not doing this. Even if you have a panel appointed and they say these maps are problematic, the Elections Commission has said over and over again, we need maps by the end of March because the filing deadline is June 1st. You take out papers in April. We have to have time to implement the lines so people know where they're going to run. It's a lot to say, so I need a deep breath, but it's a high hurdle to cross for a new map in 2026. We might get in the redistricting wars going on in this country right now, but not in time for 26 most likely.